Hi everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to have problem number 20. Write a program to input how many keys you want to generate, then print them on the screen. For example, if the user insert 3, the output should to give us these 3 keys. For example, if you download before Windows operating system or any operating system, it's give you a key. That's key that's belong to operating system. Usually Windows the people use the most. So the key usually contains from 4 slots, and each slot contains from 4 or 5 capital letters uppercase characters. Like here, if the user insert number 3, as we said, key 1 colon UHSK dash JSJD dash, this is the first slot, UHSK, this is the first slot, which is contained from the 4 capital letter characters or 4 uppercase characters, and after that dash and JSJD dash SHSS dash SSSA. So each key contains from 4 slots, and each slot contains from 4 or 5 capital letter uppercase characters. So because the user insert number 3, the output is 3 keys, all of them different. Randomly, we have to create them or build them or let the compiler return them or create each key characters randomly and print it in this paradigm or this style. So now let's go to Visual Studio to see how we're gonna convert this requirement into code. All right, guys, this is our solution of problem number 20. Write a program to input how many keys you wanted to generate, then print them on screen. All right, so we have here enum. Character type is from the previous problems, and we have generate random number also from the previous problem, and we have get random character also from the previous problems, and get positive number also from the previous courses and problems. All right, so we have all this from the enum, and these 3 functions, all of them reusability. These functions, we did them in the previous problems, we explain them, we solve by using them different problems, and we just bring them to this problem to help us to solve this problem, which is problem number 20. All right, and the 3 new functions for this problem that we built them just for these problems are generate 4 letters of the key, generate all the letters of the key, print keys. So first thing, let's start from the main function. Let's open the main function. Perfect. We have here srand and sign time null. Don't forget to use this because we want to use the rand built-in function inside the get random car, or sorry, inside the generate random number. Generate random number, we explained it also in previous lessons, 2 last lessons. So if you want to know what are they, all of these functions with the enum, all of these reusability function that we use it again here in this problem, enum and the first function, second function, third function, the first 3 functions with the enum. If you want to know what are they, you have to watch the previous lesson starting from the beginning of this course number 4. So in the main function, we said we have srand and sign time null to use the rand built-in function that we explained in previous problem, and we have print keys, which is this the last procedure, and get positive number. So once we did run, and let's go to do run first to check the program how it look like before we go to explain the code. Perfect. Once we did run, the command display for us this question: please insert how many keys do you want to generate, which is here that we assign it inside the parameter of get positive number that we already take it million times before in the previous lessons. This question here we assign it: please insert how many keys do you want to generate, and the compiler displayed for us here on the console screen. Please insert how many keys do you want to generate. Let's press 3. Press enter. Perfect. The compiler display for us the 3 keys, and each key contains from 4 slots as you see on console screen, and each slot contains from 4 capital letters or uppercase characters. The first key are HIT and dash and TVZH and dash and so on, and same the second key and same the third key as well. And if we close and did run again, the compiler will generate for us 3 different keys because the compiler use rand built-in function, which is return for us random characters each time. Let's insert 3 for second time and see if the compiler going to bring me 3 different keys. Exactly, the compiler give me 3 keys, and also each key contain from different characters, and each slot contain from different characters that belong to the keys. So now let's go to the code to explain the rest of the code. Okay, as we said, first thing we use the srand and sign time null. This is just to initialize the random number generated to use the rand built-in function, and after that we use the print keys, which is this procedure, the last one, and we put in its parameter get positive number. So once the compiler display this question and take number from the user and store it inside get positive number the value or the number, we will use it inside the variable that's belong to the parameter of the parent keys, which is here, number of the keys, because parent keys, it has one parameter, and the parameter, it's called, or we declare parameter from short, and its name or called name, number of the keys. Number of the keys variable, its values come from where? From get positive number. Once we did run, compare, for example, wants to generate 3 keys, 4 keys, 5 keys, we take this number and we store it inside this variable that's called number of the keys that belong to the parent keys procedure. Let's open this procedure to see what's inside it. Perfect. Inside it, short counter equal 1, normal variable belong to the short data type, we assign to it number 1. And we use while statement. While counter less than 3, for example. Why 3? Because number of keys, we said its value, we take it from the user once we did run by using get positive number function, which means get positive number function is value to be stored here inside this variable that belong to the parameter of the parent keys procedure. All right. So 1 less than 3, because let's say that the user instance number 3 once we did run a minute ago. Yes, 1. Don't ask me why I say 1 less than 3, because counter we assign to it number 1, and number of keys we take its value from the user. I just explained right now. So 1 less than 3 or 1 equal 3. Yes, so go inside this while statement, execute for me the string key. This is string, okay, with the square bracket, and counter in the beginning to represent number 1. So key 1 and colon, and after that call for me this function that's called generate all the letters of the key. Focus here. We have 2 functions. We have this first function that we call it inside this procedure parent keys. It's called generate all the letters of the keys, which is this, the first one above 1. It doesn't have anything in its parameter. All right. Generate all the letters of the keys. This function, it will generate for us all the letters, capital letters or uppercase letters or characters of all the slots that belong to the key. From its name, generate all the letters of the key. But we have another function above it. It's called generate 4 letters of the key. This function will generate for us just the first 4 letters, or will generate for us the 4 letters, just 4 letters that belong to any slots inside the key, or that belong to any key. So generate all the letters of the key. It will generate for us all the letters that belong to the key in all the slots of the key. And generate 4 letters of the key. It will just generate for us the 4 characters, capital letter characters, that in the end represent each 4 capital letters, 1 slot, and each slot a part of the key. Okay, so when we call generate all the letters of the key function inside the parent keys procedure, the compiler will jump to this function that's called generate all the letters of the key. Let's open it. It's from string data type. It doesn't have anything in its parameter. Perfect. Once we open it, we have a string all letters of the key equal double quotation. This is initial value for the variable that's called all letters of the key, double quotation. Initial value, as we said, we have to do initial value for the variable that's belong to string data type. And these variables belong to string data type. We did double quotation to make it empty, to make to do initial value for the variables that belong to string data type. So double quotation is like the 0 when we did initial value for the integer variables. All right. So string all the letters of the key equal double quotation, which means empty. And we have short counter equal 1. This is local variable counter. It's different from the one that inside the parent keys here down. This is another one, also short counter equal 1. Okay, counter is integer, and all letters of the key, it's string. And after that, we have while statement, one while statement we use. While counter less than or equal 4. Why 4? Because we want this line of codes repeat for 4 times, because we want to create 4 slots for each key. If you want to create 5 slots, 6 slots for each key, we have to change this to 5, 6. So the compiler will go here, say all letters of the key, which is this the first variable, the empty one, equal all letters of the key. Till now, this variable is still empty. Plus generate 4 letters of the key. Okay, again, all letters of the key, which is this variable, empty, equal double quotation, still empty, equal all letters of the key, still empty. Plus, we use now the function above it, or the function that it will create for us, generate 4 letters of the key, that will generate for us or create for us the 4 characters, the 4 uppercase characters of each slot that belong to the key. When we say plus generate 4 letters of the key, it has 2 parameters. It takes the uppercase. Why? Because here the generate 4 letters of the key, it has 2 parameters. Character type, which is the name of the enum, the user defined data type. And we declare variable, we explained already in a previous lesson, we name it card type. And it has another parameter, short number of letters. Here, number of keys. Don't mix them. Okay, number of keys, the number that you take it from the user through the console screen by using a positive number to let the compiler know how many keys we want to generate. But here, number of letters, we assign to it number 4 here inside the parameters of the generate 4 letters of the key, because we want to know how many letters the user wants in each slot that's belong to the key. While here we say uppercase, first we want the letters or the characters be uppercase. So we use the name of the enum, user defined data type, colon, uppercase. Uppercase inside the enum represent which number? Or belong to which number? Belong to number 2. We have here above enum, right? We explained also in the previous lessons. Look, lowercase equal 1, uppercase equal 2. So when we say in the parameters of the generate 4 letters of the key, character type, which is the name of the enum, we use it. The name of the enum, this character type, all right? Character type, colon, uppercase, which means number 2. Number 2 is stored inside character type here. And here, comma, 4, because numbers of the letters, it's belong to the short data type, which is integer, we assign to it number 4. We want 4 characters in each slot that belong to the keys. So all letters of the key equal all letters of the key plus generate 4 letters of the key. It takes 2 parameters, the uppercase and 4 characters uppercase. Let's go to the generate 4 letters of the key. As we say, have 2 parameters. It's also from string data type. Let's open it. Perfect. What's inside it? Inside 4 letters of the key, string 4 letters equal double quotation. It's empty also, like the all letters of the key, but it has different name, 4 letters, because it will store inside just the 4 letters, 4 capital letters. And also short counter equal 1, and we use while string. While counter less than number of the letters, yeah, number stored inside it, number 4, number of the letters stored inside number 4. Here we assign it inside the generate all the letters of the key. We assign in its parameter number 4. So number of the letters will be stored inside number 4, and here when we come to compare it, we say counter, which is represent number 1 now, less than or equal number of the letters, which is represent number 4 now. Yes, 1 less than 4. Go inside this while statement, say 4 letters equal 4 letters plus get random character. Get random character, you already know what it's do from the previous lessons. Just let's jump to it to understand what is do very fast. Okay, get random characters, take card type, the card type which is like this one here, which is number 2. Get random character, switch case. We said the card type, which is number 2. If number 2 switch, if card type represent number 2, case 1, for example, card type, colon, we use the name of the enum user defined data type, lowercase is represent number 1, or number 1 represent lowercase. Stories will not generate for us random number from A to Z small letters or lowercase. So the second case, it will be true inside this get random character. Case 2, character type, colon, uppercase, because number 2 represent uppercase. So the compiler will come here, we generate random number from capital letter or uppercase characters. Generate random number, also we explained in the previous lessons. Just let's jump to it very fast. It's here. It has this logic, integer range equal to minus from plus 1, integer region rand built-in function. We use it for that. In the main function, we put that line of code srand unsigned time null to let the compiler allow to us to use this built-in function that's called rand. Mode range plus from, and then return result. So all this logic here, it will return for us a one random character, capital letter, according to the enum here, because we use uppercase inside the get random character inside generate 4 letters of the key, and inside generate 4 letters of the key. When we call get random character and its parameter, we give it card type, which is this, and card type we assign to it number 2 from the generate all letters of the key. When we call generate 4 letters of the key inside its parameter, we put uppercase, and uppercase represent number 2. It will be assigned here in card type. So when we said get random card, will go to switch case, choose the uppercase, and return for us by using generate random number function. So here, get random card, it will store inside it 1 random character. We will assign it to the 4 letters variable. And counter plus plus, counter will represent number 2 already, 2 less than 4. Why 4? Because number of letters we assign to it number 4 here in the parameters of the generate for letters of the key when we call it inside the generate the letters of the key. So 2 less than 4, yes, for second time is still 2 less than 4. The compiler will go to give me another random character, capital letter or uppercase, and store it inside 4 letters next to the first one, and so on until the generate 4 letters of the key. It will return for me 4 letters. Generate 4 letters of the key, because we'll say return 4 letters because it's string function. We have to return value in the end. So 4 letters variable, it will hold for us 4 capital letters or uppercase characters. 4 letters variable, it will hold for us 4 capital letters together. And when we use the generate 4 letters of the key, generate 4 letters of the key, it will hold for us 4 randomly capital letters characters. We come here, we say, when we come here inside the generate all the letters of the key, all letters of the key plus generate 4 letters of the key, 4 letters of the key, it will hold for us what? 4 characters. The first 4 characters of the first slot that belong to the first key, for example. We will take these 4 characters, we will store it inside the all letters of the key variable, and because the counter here still less than 4, so we will check if counter less than 4, take all the 4 characters, the first 4 characters, for example, all letters of the key, the variable that's stored inside the first 4 characters, plus dash to make the dashes between each slot of the keys, okay? And come say counter plus plus. Counter, it was represent number 1 from the first process. Now it already represent number 2. 2 less than 4, yes. Go inside the while statement, execute the same line of code, and go to generate 4 letters of the key. Give me another 4 letters randomly, and return them back for me with this function that's called generate 4 letters of the key, and store them next to the previous one that's called all letters of the key. And again, check if the counter still less than 4. Do the second dash after you put or after you print, or after you display the second slot that's contained from 4 characters or uppercase characters. All right, and so on until this while statement condition that exists inside generate all the letters of the key function become false. The compiler return for us return all the letters of the key. All letters of the key, it will hold for us all the letters with the dashes that belong to all the slots that belong to the key. We have key number 1, and each key it has 4 slots, and each slot it's contained from 4 capital letters or uppercase characters. So all letters of the key, it will hold for us the all slots with their uppercase characters that belong to the keys. All right, so all letters of the key variable, it will hold for us the whole key basically with each slot and the uppercase characters. And after that, we just print it. We come here, we say while counter less the number of keys, we still number 1 less the number of the keys. Number of the keys, for example, the user want to generate 3 keys. Yes, number 1 less than 3. Come say counter 1, key 1, sorry, print key 1 as saw it on the screen when it did run in the beginning of the lesson, and call that generate all the letters of the key. And the compiler will go to generate of the letters of the key. We'll call generate 4 letters of the key. Generate 4 letters of the key. We'll go to the get random character. Get random character will go to generate random number, and so on. It's like this, like a Lego the programming, starting from the last 2 lessons and this lesson. I'm not just teach you here how to code. Literally, anybody can be coder, anybody can write code, and even AI, if you ask to build for you the program, solve the same problem. For example, build for me program to generate for me key. AI will build it for you, will help you how to build it even, but the code, it will be spaghetti. Why? Because I'm not just teaching you code in this roadmap. That's why I opened this channel, because my roadmap strength is not about to make you coder or programmer. No, I want you to think like developer. Even I have it labeled on all the thumbnail text. Why? On all the thumbnails of the videos, think like developer, because I want you to think like developers. You have to give each input and each output a specific function and procedure. I don't want you to put everything in the main function. I don't want you to put 2 things, 2 process, 2 logic, 2 inputs, 2 outputs in one function or procedure. It's wrong. Why? Because your functions and your procedure, first you have to try to make them generic functions that you can use them in the different programs to solve for you different problems. Like we did now, we have one enum and first 3 functions They are reusability. We used them before in different problems, in different programs, and we come now to use them in this problem. It's help us. It's reusability, extendability. You will never be faster if your functions and your procedures do two things together. You will never be faster if your function do two logic or do two inputs, or your procedure instead print one output, print two output. You will never be faster because your code, it will be like spaghetti, and you will not extend it. You cannot reuse it again. You cannot use it in different problems, or even when you get back, you by yourself, when you get back, you will not understand your code. You have to understand your code when you leave it. For example, for me now, I prepared this code. If I told you 2 months or 3 months ago, literally I forget already this code. Today, when I come to record for you, I just read the code. I just read it. I just read the functions. I open them all. I read it. I understand the program do what exactly. And after that, I record the code. Why? Because my code, it's organized. It's built on functional, procedure, structure programming. So in this roadmap, I don't just teach you a code. I'm teaching you how to think like developer, and I'm teaching you how to write your code, build your programs, solve your problems in a proper way, in correct way. I don't want you to be coder. I want you to be developer. I want you to think like developers. I want you to separate its input and output in different function and procedure. And like this, you have to program. And like this, you have to develop. And like this, you have to write your code. Even if you solve it in different way, delete your code, take our idea, and write the code like us. Because not because you don't know how to write code, no, because as I told you, I'm not just teach you to be a coder. I'm teaching you how to think like developer, how to think even this function, if I can make it generic, because maybe I will use it in different program to solve for me different problems. Or even if I will not make my function procedure generic, but how can I make it reusable for the same problem if I want to use the same program for different project? Because there is a lot of projects, they share many functions and procedures. So you can use it even in different time for the same problem, same programs, but you already have the idea of function procedure because you already build it well, or you build it good, or you build it in the correct way. So in these lessons, the course number 4, it's actually a little bit heavy. It will be the lessons a little bit, not so much, just to teach you how to think like developers, how to understand that the writing code and developing, it's like Lego, function, connect the second one, connect the third one, connect the fourth one, and then you have a full program. And that's how we solve our problems. That's how we write our codes. That's how we break our problems or our big programs into small functions and procedure. So after the print keys, here come called the generate all the letters of the keys. We come here to the main function. The main function, as we explained in the beginning of the video or at the beginning of the lesson, just we call this a strand, and after that get positive number. We display this question for the user on console screen. After that we call print keys. Print keys called generate all the letters of the keys. Generate all the letters of the keys called generate 4 letters of the keys. Generate 4 letters of the key call get random character. Get random character called generate random number, and you have in the end your result. So let's do run for the second time for this problem. If I want to insert, for example, this time 6, I want 6 keys. Compiler will print for me different 6 keys with different slots, with different capital letters characters. If I close it and do run again, and for example, I want 9 keys this time, compiler also print for me 9 keys with different capital letter or uppercase character. If I will do run, sorry, for the last time, and I will say I want 100 key, compiler print for me 100 keys, and all of them different randomly characters with different slots that belong to the keys. So that was the lesson of today, lesson number 20. Problem number 20, write a program to input how many keys do you want to generate, then print them on the screen. I don't want you to finish this lesson. I don't want you to go to look at the next lesson unless that you understand this lesson very well, unless you understand this problem very good. I don't want you to jump. Don't rush yourself. You don't have anything. If you want to build career, if you want to be a good developer, don't flip this lesson. Don't stop to watch this video unless that you understand how this program work. I will open for you now the code. We have first enum and we have generate random number. This is its code. Okay. Slowly I will roll down, and I have get random car also, because I will not put for you the source code, because my goal that I want you to be a good developer, and that's my roadmap strength, that you should to be a good developer. After you finish this roadmap, you have to be already able to know how to build a projects, not a big projects, not a big programs, but at least like as you saw it right now in problem number 20. All right, and also should to be more bigger, but for this level, because we're still in course number 4, you have to build something like this already. For that, don't go to the next lesson unless that you understand this problem. Don't go to the next problem unless you understand this. Take your time, don't rush yourself, because it's your future. And this is the get random car. All right, I think you have to know already this logic, because we explained it in the previous lessons. And this get positive number, you have already know it like your name, because we take it, we use it many times in previous problems. And generate for letters of the key. This is for this problem we just create it and generate all the letters of the key. It's easy, by the way. It's look complicated, but it's easy. You have to look at the code, you have to repeat the video and understand me more and more. And if you don't know anything, you can reach me on Telegram channel, or you can put comment down below under this lesson or problem, and I will help you. So try to understand this problem, because it's really important. All right, it's logic, it's important. Even if the problem itself is not, you see it, it's really important it will help out in the future. But if you see it's not important for you, but the logic, it's important on how to write the functions and procedures and give each output and input different function and procedure. This is what is matter. All right, so we already 30 minutes. All right, and this is the print keys. That was the lesson of today, guys, of problem number 20. See you next lesson, next problem. Ciao.